Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. God, today's gist is so super hot. I need you guys to sit down somewhere that's very comfortable because I'm going to take you guys on a very long ride and you guys are going to love it. Trust me, you're going to love it. Well, this video actually I didn't make it yesterday, so I made it today, this evening. So as you can see, I'm already on my nights and I'm already getting ready for bed in case you're wondering where my glasses is. So I'm going to compare yesterday's gist and everything and now give it down to you so smooth. Anyway guys, yesterday evening the eviction actually started. The main eviction started and they evicted Katrina. And okay, now I'm going to give the highlights, please. Okay, the highlights was yesterday Katrina and Lilo was evicted. I don't know, it was actually nice. I wasn't really that surprised. It was actually, they had it coming to them. We now had again Erica and Kiddwaya. Erica and Kiddwaya actually, you get now, they went like, they put the finger, you get me, like they went like this. If you don't get, please just go and ask somebody that understands this video. Don't be asking me crazy questions. Erica and Kiddwaya, then you get me. And then after that, the whole thing, Laycon actually came out straight to tell Erica his whole feelings about her. We've been waiting for this whole thing, bro, you know. Now you're really mad. So Laycon went to tell Erica about his feelings for her, and let me look at my highlights. Okay, after that we now had Eric. You know, Eric's girlfriend was evicted yesterday and his whole reaction wasn't even showing like somebody who had his girlfriend evicted. But anyway, people have different reactions to things. So we now had again today, coming down to today, we had the whole HOH power stuff. You know, as you already heard, this whole show started on there was no veto power. The only veto power solely belongs to the HOH. If you win it, you can actually bring somebody into that, or buy somebody into your favor by making the person your assistant. So the whole HOH happened today, and also one HOH, and guess who he picked? And then again, we now have also Watoni and Tolani badge. Actually, we have Watoni and Tolani badge. They clashed over Prince. You know, if you guys follow my last video, I said a lot of things about how Tolani badge and Watoni had their whole stuff going on with Prince. So now let's get down to the whole gist. I know that you are really itching on your seats to hear this, but before I start, I need you guys to take a moment, pause, subscribe, and hit on the bell button in case I'm making any more of this gist. You know, this gist is, you cannot be doing something that is so modern or somebody is just somewhere you're not even looking at this whole thing. So please and please subscribe to my channel and hit on the bell button, and don't forget to like too, because when you like, you give me the morale to do more of this. Because if you don't like, where am I gonna get my motivation from, bro? So please like. Okay, let's go. First of all, Katrina and Watoni, Katrina and Lilo actually evicted yesterday. And you know, earlier last week Ebuka said something that how this whole eviction is going to go this whole new year is that the housemates are going to pick two people that they want to evict. After evicting the lowest or the highest, the top ranking, they will now be placed for nomination. And after being placed for nomination, the ones that have the lowest votes get the fuck out of the house. Okay, let's start. I'm going to give a rundown of who voted who, and you get all those things. I'm just going to give some of them because I didn't follow all of them. So please listen. I'm going to start with Brighton nominated Eric and Katrina. What do you calling it? Dora nominated Eric and Lilo. Kiddwaya, Kiddwaya, Katrina, and Lilo. And Kiddwaya it was actually surprising that he nominated Lilo. In the sense, there was a time he was having this conversation with his girlfriend. Oh, not really his girlfriend. His girl. In the garden, he was like saying that he loves his Lilo, he loves the character, he loves the vibe. And Eric, and he was like, when he goes out of the house, the first person is going to give a call that, hey, I'm in Nigeria, I'm in this country, is Lilo. And Erica was like, what the fuck? What of me? You get? I'm your girlfriend, so I'm supposed to be the first person. So he was not like, oh yeah, I'll call you, but after you. And some of the other guys, Lilo is the next person. I love the girl and this one. So I was really surprised when Kiddwaya nominated Lilo and everything. We now had again Watoni nominated Katrina, and Watoni nominated Katrina and Praise. We all know why she nominated Katrina. You know, they had a clash during that first week time where they went out insulting each other, and she was like that Katrina was so bossy and that she didn't like it. So that was it. And then again, who else? We had Neil, Katrina, and Lilo. Remember, I said in my former video, Katrina was the person who actually told Lucy and Dorathy about what Neil confided in her, and we actually kind of a bit surprised that Neil actually nominated Katrina and Lilo. Well, that's all for now. I don't know the rest of the people because I was not really paying close attention to who and who they nominated. So we now go down to all the whole thing. So they were nominated yesterday, and everybody, Eric and Lilo, they have been so clingy onto each other. So you get me, you're so expecting like, oh my god, baby, leaving me. Crying, manning up all this, being so grumpy, but what the fuck, my guy didn't move an inch. After Lilo was evicted, it was as if the whole hung on this planet caught him. Although I'm just saying, people have different reactions to different situations, but still, the guy ate to his feel. And Dora was like, okay, now that Lilo is gone, at least we see more of it. Like, seriously, we really need to see more of that werewolf, because really he's been so clingy onto this Lilo girl, and now she's gone. Please, I hope the guy go concentrate, because the guy been they lose concentration since. So as they are now, everyone now left, and Eric was not even really giving me the vibe of someone that lost his girlfriend. Not really lost, like, dead lost, like, lost his girlfriend, like, oh, I'm not gonna be close to this girl. Like, being how clingy and tight they were, and how the love promises were going so super smooth and sweet, I was expecting him to like break down, do something that's gonna pain him. It gave me feel that kind of lonely, because it was only the only person was actually vibing that well, which actually clinging well, which was Lilo. And Lilo herself, she's out, and I'm wondering, guys, she told us that she has a boyfriend outside the house. She didn't even expect she's going to be evicted too soon. So what is she going to tell her boyfriend? Oh my god, because Eric might probably be in that house for a while. What's she going to tell her boyfriend? We now have Katrina that went to go and hook up with that went to go and do some other things with Praise. She didn't, what are they calling it? She's out. I told you that she's okay, her husband, her 64-year-old husband is there, but they are not yet divorced. So what is she going to actually get this whole thing? Because a lot of people, the world is going to criticize them. They are going to actually get a lot of bad things from people, because a lot of people have things they have to tell them. I was even watching it, and I saw a lot of people calling them names like fools, this and all. Like, oh my god, for crying out loud, this is a game. This is not your father's house. Nobody, they no send you, they no send anybody there. Everybody just try and be chill with the whole situation stuff. So we now had, again, after the whole eviction stuff happened, so now as if everybody's senses now start coming back. Laycon now went now, and was like saying that if you love somebody, walk up to her and tell her you love her more. Oh my god. So Laycon actually went and told Erica about his feelings. Actually came out straight and was like, Erica darling, I love you, I like you, I care about you more. I just I kind of wonder, is it possible for a guy to actually be your friend that close and not really have anything going on in his mind? I'm just wondering, like, what was she expecting? Did she expecting to, and she's really beautiful, so was she expecting to be like a statue? So the guy came out and was saying a lot of things, and Erica was just going around the whole thing, joking around it. Hi god, you don't mean it's her, when did this one start now? And I'm like, huh? So he was saying a lot of things, and he was even talking to Erica about his whole feelings and whole things, that he cared for her and stuff like that. And Erica was like, when did you say, well, like, the first time you walked into here, I loved you and blah blah blah. So Erica was like, okay, I like you, Laycon. I like you too. I like you very much. The fact that we both you mentally stimulate me. I like the conversations we have. I like you like that. I like having you around me. But she never even really entered into the fact that, does she have feelings for him, or does she share his love interest? She never even really entered the fact. So we now actually went out from that place. Erica now went out from the whole thing, left Laycon hanging and dry. But really, my advice to Laycon is, please forget Erica and focus on the game. You have mad fans out there. Nobody expected you to draw fans like you're drawing, but you have mad fans. Leave Erica and Kiddwaya, let them be doing whatever they're doing, but just focus on your game, bro. She's gonna come look for you. Even if she says she don't want you, that your money go bring her. So she get me. So she now went down to Kiddwaya. They're now talking in the room. And then Kiddwaya was like, talking to her, like, come and stay with me in the bed. That guy, oh fuck, that guy is a motherfucking player. The guy, He can woo you, he can tune you, he can do everything you want. He can do a lot of things to you. So the guy now wooed her, come to my bed, and they started talking. From talking, things started getting intense. My baby girl was kissing him. They were kissing and kissing and kissing and kissing and kissing. And I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. Is this not the same Erica that said that this guy doesn't mentally, she doesn't have any mental attraction to this guy? She's not the person that first came out and was like, I'm not gonna make out with you, I'm not gonna have sex with you, because I feel like after the whole sex I'm gonna regret it, because we don't have any mental connection. Like, after, if our eyes are removed, what is there after that? You get me? And I was expecting her to be smarter than that, because she claims to be smarter than that, but it shows apparently that the brain and the heart are two different places, and it's just very true. I know it's very true, but then I was thinking that she was actually leading with her head, but really I think her heart is moving faster than her head. So she now came now and was now like, they now started doing it, and there was this picture that was going so viral in the internet yesterday. Everybody was like, whoa, like, seriously, like, I don't get the duvet they used to cover themselves while they were doing the whole thing they were doing actually slipped, and we saw a part of Erica's bum where Kiddwaya was actually romancing the whole thing. And I was like, oh god, this is already doing on that there, like, seriously. Okay, and also the whole thing was sending a lot of stimulation in the internet. People are saying a lot of things, a lot of critics out there, but really I don't give two fucks, because if they want to do whatever they want to do, they should do it. They are two young adults who are mutually interested in themselves. But then, you know, Eric actually appeared so smart until she actually do it. She's still smart, you know, sometimes it's just feelings, but really I'm just saying that that's all. Let me just close my mouth before I say the one that is bigger than me. So after that, now we're like, what is the next thing, the whole juicy thing? So after that, they now had to go to dinner. You know, they actually had an unfinished business, and Laycon was like telling Erica that, you know, because I told you in my other video that Bright 2 was actually advising Laycon and told you that they should actually go for the ladies they want. I was actually feeling what Bright 2 told him. I went to Erica and was like saying that I was just feeling, what if I was evicted? I would go to this house and I never said my feelings to somebody that I really cared for. And I was like, oh my god, such a romantic movie. I'm in Bollywood. So she was not like, okay, after the whole thing, I was like, oh my god, this whole thing, they just stop there. But you know, they said evil things happens at night. It lurks behind the shadows. So she now after the whole thing went down with them in the night, oh my god, oh my god, in the night they went and they are kissing, and there was this expression when a woman is actually being satisfied, when her hunger is actually being trying to be satisfied, like when you're eating, like, you know, like you're eating, you get me? Please, you have to use the code here. I cannot say things straight up like they are, you get me? So she was not thinking. I was like, oh my god, this Kiddwaya is so good. It's so good. In fact, he didn't even need to play anything to get that girl on his bed, because the girl was literally tripping. She was falling all over for him. She just needed the conviction that both of them had to do this kind of a thing. Well, earlier in the day, before the whole eviction stuff, there was this thing that was going on. Lucy, Neo was actually ranting that nobody should annoy him and stuff like that, because he was thinking of the girls like Lucy, Katrina, and Dorathy were actually trying to shame Nengi, so that also actually be forced to pick what they calling it, Dora over Nengi. Him knowing fully well that Dora also is actually interested in Nengi, so he was shouting the whole thing. And what's his name? Neo was like telling Nengi, you know, was trying to bring both of them together. Was like telling Neo was like telling Nengi that also he really likes you. It's just that this whole thing has happened. He doesn't want to look like a fool. This one, that one, and a lot of other things he was telling her. So he was telling her, she was like that she already lost interest in Ozo. That when she lost interest in Ozo was when they were having that truth or dare game. They actually went bloody that night. That they now asked Prince to actually show them his favorite sex position, and he picked a girl, and the girl he picked was Nengi. Of course, we all know he picked Nengi because he has obvious feelings for Nengi. So he now picked Nengi and did whatever he did, and also was kind of disgusted because he felt like Nengi was actually selling herself too cheap. Like, was disappointed that Nengi actually allowed him to do that kind of a thing. And then he went and was telling Dora and Dora that he didn't like what Nengi did. Like, she actually had to go in for this whole thing, even when he knows that he's liking her. And I was like, guy, dude, express an open mind. This is a game. I get you're jealous. That's one of the signs. You're jealous, but still, you're in a game. Don't let those things override you, please. So she was not expressing that this is where her dissatisfaction is with also, and that nothing can ever go down between them, and he was trying to sell his body. And after that, he went back to also to tell him exactly what Nengi said. I was like, guy, just be going out, all those stuff. So we now shifted that way. We now had today. Chokiti was actually preparing the whole housemate for this drama thing they were having. We are still yet to see the whole drama stuff. We are still yet to see the whole drama stuff. So they're actually still preparing the whole to Biggie announced that they had to do their HOH game. So everybody were in the whole thing, playing, going, and guess who won? Also won the game. And has also won the game, you have to go. Big has to give you 20 minutes to go in and now go and pick the person you want as your deputy. He entered, and we have Dorathy who is expressing like she doesn't want to be in the triangle, trying to use that to cover up her feelings for Ozzo. And then she was now like, Dorathy is there saying, Dorathy is his friend. The friend he said he can never substitute for anything. And then we now have Nengi, his love interest, the person he's obviously attracted to, the person who he really, really, really likes. So he was saying to Lani Baja is like divided in his like he's drawn between his heart and his head, and the person that is in his head is Dora, and the person that is in his heart is Nengi, and that he doesn't know what to do. But really, if Ozo had picked Nengi, I'd have said that he was really, really crazy or stupid, or let's say stupidly in love, because Nengi has actually expressed that he's not interested in her, so he's not interested in him, and that all this kind of a thing, you have to claim macho, you get me? You're not supposed to be, because obviously this is what she wants. She wants you tripping over her, so that in case you're going to be HOH, you have to pick her as your deputy. In the sense, she would actually avoid being nominated for possible eviction. So he was now like saying all these things, and I was like, also, are you crazy? What other proof do you need? If you're not going to pick Dorathy, at least pick any other girl other than Nengi, because really it means she still have control over you. She still, but she's not even doing much to that. The way that girl that attracts guys, now wow. But I can't learn from that girl. Like, seriously, that girl is mad. She's mad though. So also now went after the whole who is so torn, Neo was not putting him just like between devil and angel. Devil will be telling you still go, angel will be telling you, come back my son. So Neo was telling him, go. And then Flying Badge was just there saying, he now came back to make his conclusion. I chose Dorathy, and I had it because I knew that he was going to choose Dorathy, because the way Dorathy is already handling the relationship, I think she's in whole control of their whole friendship. Whatever she does, her mood swings actually determine what also does in that relationship, and sorry, in that friendship. And it's kind of not really fair, but her being that harsh or unfair to him is going to at least give him small sense to know that he has to actually mature out of the stage of being that lovesick about Nengi. So let me see the next one we have. Please give me some minutes. So, as I said now, after the whole thing happened, Nengi actually said something. She actually said something that was making me feel like this girl, she has been really, really been compared to Tasha on the internet several times. It's just that some of the personalities are supposed to be seen in her, she's actually like, being so shady about it. So, like, she has actually been compared to Tasha several times. So, she said something that actually was like indicating this girl like Tasha, but she's actually trying to form like, I have this kind of home training and stuff like that. She came and was like, because she was really, really pissed. I don't know how she heard what Lucy Dora them said to her, and because Lucy said something about her not winning, and it's actually by chance or something like that. Like, the whole conversation, I think, is actually where it was driving to. But I think they're like telling her that she's not actually good enough, and then she was not feeling like, she's not telling you that this girl is actually taking her for granted, that she came to this house and she was so humble, she was so simple, and they're taking her that she show out the real person she is. So like, babe, what are you waiting for? Show us the real person you are, please. Everybody's waiting for for drama, and all these cheap talks you guys are having behind each other's back, tell them to their faces straight up. You get me? You don't have to be doing all these things like if you're afraid of the person. Show us you're not afraid, and talk to the person and tell the person, I don't like this. If not fight, let the fight happen. You won't see them. So she was not like that. If you bring a kind of person she is, that she's just humble, she's on, and I'm not getting like, maybe okay, yeah, she's a very successful person. She said that thing she has achieved at the age of 22 that nobody must have achieved it in the house and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, she's very, very good. But what is there to, okay, and then now hold your peace. Don't say more than you're supposed to say, please. That's it. So she was saying a lot of things about her being humble and being simple, and a lot of things she was just saying. I was like, what is being simple? Is it like you're trying to be like you're not giving them level? Because if you're giving them level, who would you be doing it for if not for you? So I thought the whole like vision show, she actually walked up to Prince and was like that she's upset with Prince because Prince actually saw her having one of these her episodes with Lucy, that she was actually having this tantrum, that's this quarreling with Lucy, and that Prince actually walked, like he actually walked past them. And I was wondering, what is the guy supposed to actually chip in a female discussion and be like your handbag and be like covering and be like, yeah, Lucy, why should you do that to my friend, not even my girlfriend? Yeah, Lucy, why should you do, even if it's your girlfriend? Guy, for crying out loud, no, for crying out loud, I've been saying for crying out loud so much, for crying out loud, what do you expect the guy to do? What do you expect the dude to do? So she was not like that you saw us talking and then you walked by, you never said anything. Okay, now and now to really see where your loyalty lies. What the fuck? Babe, what the fuck? What the fuck? Excuse me. Like, this is Prince, a guy you rejected several times and said that you have a boyfriend outside the house, which he finally accepted. Okay, he has not finally accepted it, but then he's just giving you someone that's obviously having feelings for you. What's he flocking around you like what? You think it's going to reduce? Is this so you can be controlling him? Okay, I really think she just wants to be controlling him. In fact, I don't even get what's the meaning of being friends with her. She wants them to be acting like lovers but not lovers. I'm pretty like, okay fine, can you be my girlfriend in the house? That's earlier. And she was like, no, I cannot be a girlfriend now. I'll be a boy. What do you now want him to do? This guy is trying to find some space for his heart to breathe. You rejected his poor heart, and I expect him to be fucking her on like that now it shows me your loyalty lies. You didn't even come. And I was like, okay, this same girl came and was telling Nengi Prince that he not even asked her about what happened when Biggie asked her, told her something about her this thing, her microphone infringement. That he never asked her. And I was like, girl, calm down. This guy is actually trying to play like he doesn't have feelings for you. It's not easy on him. You have to take it easy on him. Like, really, babe. I'm not seeing a lot of things and like he's upset with Prince and stuff like that, but I don't get, the guy didn't do anything wrong. And Prince was like, in his defense, he said that he saw her in the kitchen and was asking her what happened, but she didn't talk back to him, and she now left yo angrily. And I was like, God, Prince, leave that girl to walk away, please. She doesn't deserve you. We now had all those things that now happened. Well, the one that now happened this night was, Tolani Badge. That time, Tolani Badge was ranting about talking to Prince, that he's flirting with other girls, and she's also here. Watson actually went with the same intention to talk to Prince, and she was actually there before Tolani Badge actually made it to that place. So Watson was talking to Prince already before Tolani Badge walked in and was talking, and Tolani had to leave them. So Tolani Badge was expressing some annoyance today this evening that Watson actually walked in when her and Prince are talking. God, oh my God, women. Women. This Prince is so less concerned about these two girls, and these two girls are killing themselves, being at each other's throats for nothing. So Tolani Badge was talking to Watoni that she doesn't like what she did, and Watoni called like, okay, I'm sorry for interrupting, but I don't even know, do that girl even know where she's standing, or does she even have short-term memory? Because as what I watched or what I remember, she walked in on them. Tolani Badge walked in on them. Watoni was already talking with Prince and she walked in on them. And why this whole thing? Why is she acting this way? Tolani Badge actually trying to create some kind of protection or territory, market territory around a guy that is not even interested in you, for crying out loud, baby. For crying out loud, baby. Can you just have some pride? You get me? Don't be, even if you like a guy, don't be so forward and showing him all those things. The guy would actually make it seem so normal, and you'll just be there killing yourself, I know we're in a century where girls have to accept when they like a guy, but really, baby girl, it doesn't work all the time. Some guys actually like to be on the low. So the girl was now shouting at this. To the extent she even told Tolani Bash to leave the bed. That she doesn't want to lie and Watoni. Sorry, to the extent Tolani Bash told Watoni to leave the bed. That's their bed. And then Watoni was now complaining to Tricky T and Bright in the room that she doesn't even like what Tolani Bash is doing. That the bed is not even her own. And they're not even talking. I was like, oh God, Watoni. Able casually give them an advice. It seemed as if they had a lot of, he said it seemed as if they had a lot of confrontation amongst them, that they should actually walk up to the person and talk to the person instead of being hiding the person or trying to say it behind the person's back. And I'm sure that guy really wants to watch a lot of drama, and me too, please. I really want to watch a lot of drama. I wish they could take that advice into hidden, because they have to. Why is Watoni should actually walk up to Tolani Badge and tell her, this is how I feel. You get me? Not telling Tricky T and Bright so it doesn't reach her ears and she's going to feel like, oh my God, I've done what I want to do. You get me? My day, you have to establish your stand. Anyway, guys, after this video, I'm going to drop what I said I'm going to drop. I'm going to drop a full lowdown of what happened last week. And trust me, I'm not going to fail you. Please stay tuned and don't leave. Don't go anywhere. Don't forget again to like, comment, subscribe, and hit on the thumbs up button. I love you.